Sap, how much are you charging these guys to do their taxes?
I'm not charging them anything, man. It's on the house.
What? You charged me and Bonnie $200. What, did they get some kind of white folk discount or something?
Oh, come on, D. The first one's always free, man. That's how I hook 'em.
We really appreciate it, Millsap. The firm we usually use suddenly folded and moved to Brazil.
Yeah. Well, they were great while they lasted, though. You know, when my grandmother died, they wrote off her casket as a travel expense.
Hey, y'all better be careful. You know they check that stuff. Hope you made sure the casket floats.
Yeah, well, anyway, you're in good hands now.
That's right. Last year, Sap did my taxes. I only paid 11%.
11%? How'd you pull that off?
Allow me to introduce you to the Right Reverend Hughley.
That's right. I founded my own church, the 11% Adventists. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Hey, baby.
Hey, honey. Guess what? I just stopped by the hospital, and I volunteered to help raise money for the senior care program.
Hey, that's great. Hey, you can put me down for two of those world's finest chocolate bars. I love those things. And dig this here, if it's a walkathon, you can count on your baby for 10 cents a mile.
Well, honey, it's not a walkathon. I'm planning their fundraising campaign.
Baby, that sounds like a big job for a Saturday afternoon.
It's full time for a week.
What? Oh, hell no.
Honey, come on. I already know what you're going to say. All right, I got it all figured out. See, all you got to do is pop some things in the microwave, pick up the kids a couple of times, and, keep it straightened up around here.
Come here for a minute. Come here. So you want me to work 12 hours a day at my real job, then come home, babysit, cook, and clean? Girls sound like to me, what you need is a wife.
Yeah, can I get one of those?
Well, honey, I'll help you pick one out if you want.
I knew y'all was doing some freaky stuff out here.
That's not funny. My wife's taking the job and leaving me in a lurch. I feel like I'm left behind, like the white guy in a 100-yard dash.
Come on, Darryl. She only wants to work a couple of days. I mean, it's not like she's suddenly Elizabeth Dole.
Thank you.
Now, see, there is a woman that's wrong. How you gonna run for a job your husband couldn't even get?
Is it me, or does Bob Dole seem like he's more fun since he's been taking Viagra?
Come on, Darryl. It's for a good cause. It's for the old people.
Oh, baby, that ain't fair. You know how I love old people in the hospital. That way they ain't driving in front of me on the freeway. Oh, all right.
Oh, good. Thanks, baby.
Oh, good, D. Now, if you just give women the right to vote...
Hey, Darryl, come on. My man is coming along. Just last week, he let me leave the house in pants.
Yeah, next week she gets to go around the corner.
Hey, Dave, you seem like one of those liberal feminist supporters. How do you feel about Sally Working?
Hey, I tell you what, I love Sally Working. She's a great therapist. She helps people. And I sure like the extra cash coming in the house.
I'm glad you feel that way, because it just so happens that last year, Sally made a little more cash than you did.
Hey, that's great. What? Let me see this.
Hey, Sally, tell me, do you let Dave wear pants out the house?
Dad, you packed a really bad lunch.
What do you mean?
I was expecting a tuna fish sandwich. Now the check made out to my babysitting for $2. And you left us standing outside of school for 3 hours. You know, Dad, after 6 o'clock, the police come and get the abandoned kids.
You two are lucky I made it at all. See, your daddy has a thing called a job that he has to do so your little lunch checks don't bounce. Here you go. Go and start chewing.
When's Mom gonna be done with her job?
Now, Sugar, why do you keep asking me that?
Because you're killing us. It's just summer. Mom gone on wash day. When you do our laundry, the clothes still smell.
That's because I didn't wash them. They seem fine to me. Except for your underwear, Michael. Now, they were nasty, so I just threw them out. Take these, they'll last you for a week.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Ronnie.
Hey, I know Ronnie was coming over for dinner.
And you were supposed to get him after school, too. So, what are we having?
Oh, man, we having a swan, a crab, and a one-legged duck.
Yeah, that's leftovers.
Oh, that's why Paul Newman makes a sauce.
Hello, Pizza Pavilion? Yeah, I'd like a large pizza with pepperoni, please. Make it 2.
Now, how do you guys think you're going to pay for that?
Do you take second party checks? They do.
You little ingrates. I slaved over a microwave for 3 minutes.
Hey, honey, how's it?
Oh, that's great, baby. Now, listen. I'm not trying to make this hard, but you have got to stay home with those kids, please.
Well, I can't. I got 2 more days.
2 more days? You know that's what they told that little girl that fell down that hole.
No doubt she lived, and you will too. But listen, you got to hear what happened to me at work today. I talked to the head of ARCO on the phone for like 20 minutes, and I thought I had completely blown it. But then this afternoon, a messenger dropped off a check for $20,000. Isn't that great?
That is great, but it has been hell around here, baby. You don't believe me? Ask your children. Michael, tell your mama how bad it's been.
Dad's a horrible laundry man. My clothes smell so bad, my teacher let me burn incense in class.
Now, you see that? Your boy is a funky outcast.
Oh, come on. You gotta understand that this project is important to me for a couple of reasons. It'd be nice if you just try to help me.
Baby, I did.
No, you didn't. I mean, you run a company. How hard can it be to run this house for a few days?
That's right, sweetheart. I do run a company, which is a full-time job. I don't have time to come home and babysit.
Babysit? Hey, you cannot call it babysitting when it's your own kids.
Baby, look, I want to help you. I really do, but I can't. Look, you do what you do, and I do what I do. All I'm saying is, you don't see Ashford and Simpson switching parts in the middle of a song.
Okay, Darryl. You'll have your dinner, and the kids will be taken care of for you because it's all about you.
Wait a minute. If it was all about me, would I have saved you this one-legged duck? Hey, what is that smell? That's chicken and dumplings. My baby is back. Hey, now those chicken and dumplings is calling me, girl, but before you dish them up, you come here and you give your big daddy some sugar. Now, come on. What the hell is wrong with you? Good Lord, I'm a blood relative. Sorry, I just thought you were Yvonne.
The Jenny Craig is working better than I thought.
Yvonne?
At the hospital. She called me to help out. Dinner's ready, the kids are doing their homework, and I threw in a load of wash. What is it with that boy's underwear?
So this is her solution? Making a slave out of my auntie? Hey, are those homemade dumplings? She tricked me and took advantage of you. Shame on her. That's a sweet potato pie, ain't it? Look, I'm telling you, I'm not having that up in my house.
Yeah. You want to eat a what?
Yeah, go on, hook me up.
Well, you were right, Mr. Rogers. The calculations your friend made were a little off.
I knew it. I knew I made more money than my wife.
Well, no. Actually, you made quite a bit less. But that's good news. You'll be getting a sizable refund.
Hey, I'm not paying you to get me a refund. Do it again.
Mr. Rogers, your wife is a therapist. Why don't you talk to her about your tax problems? Goodbye.
Hey, honey, who's that?
Oh, just getting a second opinion on our taxes.
And?
Thinking about getting a third opinion.
Well, do you need some money for that? Why don't you let Big Mama hook you up with some dead presidents?
You, making fun of me now?
Well, Daddy, don't you think paying to prepare taxes 3 times in the same year is kind of stupid?
Not if you love America like I do.
Hey, Callie, you guys over there?
Yeah. Well, that's gone. You come back to Big Mama.
Hey, can I talk to you?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Well, I got offered the job as fundraising director at the hospital full-time.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thanks, I guess.
Well, what's wrong?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm flattered that they want me, but I don't know what I want to do.
Well, you did sort of jump into this suddenly. What do you think that's about?
I guess I just needed to do something. You know, I mean, when the kids were younger and Darryl was just starting out, yeah, I knew exactly who I was. But now, the kids are getting older and they're just starting to need me less, and I'm starting to ask myself, other than their mother, who am I?
I hear you. That's why even with the new baby, I keep working. I'm exhausted, but I know who I am.
See, now that's what I want. You know, for a few hours today, people actually listened to what I had to say, and not because I could punish them if they didn't.
Have you told Caveman Darryl?
Tell them what? I mean, I don't even know what I want to do.
Yvonne, as a therapist, I advise you to do what feels right. But as your good girlfriend, I'm telling you, never, ever make more money than him.
Well, hey, Darryl, how did Jessie May work out?
You think you slick, don't you? I was upset at first, but then she started making this pie. So, how was work?
It was great. You know, they really love me down there.
Girl, what is not to love about you? Like this pie.
And they want to love me 5 days a week with benefits.
Well, somebody just ruined my pie. Okay, baby. What did I do wrong?
What are you talking about?
Well, if you feel like you gotta run out and get a job, it obviously means I'm not doing my job. So what is it?
Dude, that's not what this is about. Look, the kids don't even need me as much anymore.
Baby, forget the kids. I need you at home.
Well, Darryl, please understand. I want to do something more with my life, okay? I feel like something's missing, baby.
Baby, what could be missing? Look at this house. Look at all the things you had. Girl, I know at least 3 of your girlfriends would be happy with the deal you got. Especially that one that can't close her right eye.
So, Von's taking that job, huh?
Yeah. Why would anybody want to go to work if they didn't have to? Dealing with crazy people, maneuvering for position, being gunned down by a disgruntled employee, and that's just getting on the freeway.
Did you see how much money she was making?
No, she didn't say.
Wow, that much, huh?
Fool, I like a working woman, man. It feels good when they pay. Because as a single man, I can tell you, the broke ones, they cost too darn much.
Well, I'll tell you what gets me. Bonnie changed. We had an unwritten, nonverbal, ironclad contract. And then she goes and breaks it. And ain't nothing about that right.
Not one of you know what the hell you're talking about.
How's that, Auntie?
You're just doing what men always do. You sink down into a chair with a pint of moose head and start crying about women and your problems. But until you guys start wearing brassieres, you don't know what problems are.
Jesse May, I had one on my ear last night. Does that count?
Mister, if you knew anything about women, you'd be married by now instead of running around with a wonder bra on top of your head. Like that tiny bald head of yours would even fill a C cup. And what are you laughing at? You're a white man. You ain't got no problem. Shut up.
Okay, Aunt Jesse.
And don't get me started on you. Now, you're my favorite nephew, but you've been tripping ever since you were the shortest boy in kindergarten. Did you ever once think about what little Viney feels?
Come on, Jesse, man.
Don't you part your lips. How can you sit here and not wonder what's got your wife so excited down at that hospital? Do you even know what she does there?
Of course I do. She's a new black girl at Extension 23.
That's all you know about what she does.
And Jesse, I don't care what you say. Only a weak man would go and hang around his wife's job. However, I'm going because your long speech gave me a headache, and now I gotta get a CAT scan.
Give me some room, Sap. Now, I got a problem we can talk about. What the hell is wrong with that Dennis Rodman?
Excuse me, I'm looking for Yvonne Hughley.
Fabulous. And you are?
Eric LaSalle?
Oh, hi. You're Yvonne's husband, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she showed me some family pictures.
Really?
Wow, you look taller on film.
Oh, this is one of those comedy hospitals. Ooh, where's Patch Adams?
Well, Yvonne said you were funny. Well, you just have a seat. She should be out of her conference any minute.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Have a seat in the lobby of my wife's job. You know, I've got a lobby too.
I'm sure it's very nice.
And I got a job too. You know, I own my own
Vending
business.
machine company, yeah, she told me she's very proud of you.
I was just saying, you know, my wife, she doesn't have to work.
Okay, but I do, so shh.
Sorry.
Look, I know the outpatient home care part of the program looks more expensive on paper, but in the long run, it frees up beds in the hospital and ends up being more cost effective. Not to mention the patients prefer it.
Well, it all sounds nice, but what if elderly patients aren't comfortable with a home care program?
Mr. Atkinson, you need to take a look at these statistics. Now, ask any elderly person in this hospital if they would rather be here or home in their own bed. Now, let's move on to the hospital fundraising. I hope you all brought your checkbooks.
Excuse me, can I talk to you for just a second? The new black girl, how is she? I hear she's pretty good.
Are you kidding? In a year, she's going to have my job.
All right, Dave, what's this all about?
Man, I hope this isn't the taxes again. I told you cannot write off the birth of your child as a deadbeat loan, now.
Hey, both you guys, I just wanted to apologize for the way I've been acting. Hey, it just all boiled down to male ego. But you know what? I'm feeling a whole lot better about this situation.
So then you don't care that I make more money than you?
Nope, because look what I found.
What's that?
1998 poker winnings and some loose couch change. Now, I wasn't going to report this income, but now I know that's wrong. So, 148 smackers, which officially puts me ahead of Sally for the year.
Forget it, Dave. Scratch and win lotto. $150. Big Mama's back on top.
Any sign of reaction?
Hey, baby.
Listen, Darryl, we need to talk.
Let me go first. I was just thinking.
Of course. You always go first. Why change now?
You're right. You go first. I'm listening.
Darryl, it seems like you're just all hung up on the fact that I'm working, and that is not what this is about. I'm just going through some kind of identity crisis here, and it would just be so nice if you try to help me through it instead of worrying about how you're being inconvenienced.
I was a cover, baby. I was scared. But, girl, when you go through an identity crisis, I do too. Yvonne, I gotta admit, for the last couple of years, it's been nice being the provider in this family.
Darryl, whether I work or not, you are still the provider.
And it's more than that. I'll never forget my mother coming home from work every day, tired and grumpy. You'd be looking for a hug and a kiss, and what you got was, boy, get out my face and go rub me some bath water. My toes hurt. I made myself a promise. I said that my wife would be the first Hughley woman who didn't have to work.
Darryl, I am. Baby, thanks to you, I don't have to work, but I want to. And I'll need your support to do it.
I'm sorry, honey. You got it. Oh, and to prove it, I got you something. Here.
Well, what is this?
Some business cards for my baby. I got them down in Kinko.
New black girl, extension 23. Oh, honey, this is so sweet. But I'm not taking the job.
Why? It's not because of me, is it?
Oh, no, baby. You can't take the first job offer that comes along. I learned that from you.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, baby, now we got another problem, because I was thinking about quitting my job and living off my sugar mama.
But see, then you got to be my love slave.
Oh, I can handle that.
Oh, now I wasn't eavesdropping. But I'm so glad you two worked things out. You know, I had the same conversation with husbands 2, 3, and 4. And each time it ended with them walking out on me. But I tell you this, husband number 1 is the only one I really miss.
Oh, see, now that is so sweet.
Yeah. What was his name?
That was Booker. No, wait. That wasn't his name. What was his name? Oh, Lord, I gotta go take the ginkgo.
Look at my poor baby just putting in the hours. Working so hard she can't even make it upstairs. Come here, baby, and give your big daddy some sugar.